All right, we're doing a pick a card, pile one, pile two, pile three. You picked this one. This is your reading. So I'm gonna move these guys over as far as I can and get this little drinky out the way. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what's going on for pile one. Pile one, you are well, you're going through some big change. Some ending of some kind is happening where you feel like you're going to have to mourn something, and because it's not been paying off for you. You feel like you've waited long enough. You feel like something is not moving forward with this man who just seems unaware or aloof in some sort of way, but there is something here about this person could be a Scorpio, a Virgo heavy in their chart. There's something here about you mourning your past self. Maybe you've changed in some sort of way, and the dynamic is not the same. The Hermit's about going within and reflecting deeply on who we have found ourselves to be. We've gotten in touch with the depth of ourselves, okay? And, you know, the Hermit doesn't really care what other people think about the changes he's willing to make, or the details of his life's journey or his soul purpose or path. You know, he goes off on his own. He's not afraid. He knows, he has faith that he carries his faith with him in a lantern, typically. He's got a reindeer here instead in this Minchiati deck. The reindeer signifies connection to source. So, and there's an arrow here going into a window. So his direction is towards the light. His direction, even though it's snowing outside, it's kind of like a Five of Pentacles almost in this deck. But I feel like there is something here where you're going to have to walk it alone. You've been waiting for someone to catch up with you, because I feel like this guy's trying to keep up with this guy, and it's not working out. I don't know if this is a friend. I don't know if this is a lover. It doesn't really say anything about any of that here. It could be an intimate relationship of some kind, sexual in nature, or it could just be a very close relationship that you've just been waiting for something to change financially for this person in order for them to catch up with you, or maybe you're getting tired of waiting for finances in order to do something. This could be something cosmetic or aesthetic, detail oriented about the way you look as well. There's a change to how you're showing up in the world in a certain way, and the path that you're going to be walking, and it might be different from, you know, the usual path. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. I don't know why this is not flipping the way I want it to. Watch it be upside down the entire time. It would drive me crazy. There. Ugh. Just stay put. Sorry if it got all wonky, guys. Sevens. Got a 7 here. 4. And the Ace of Hearts is like, I always read it as like the Ace of Cups, and it's in reverse, right? So there's maybe you've been waiting for somebody to show up emotionally for you in some sort of way, and it's just not, it's not happening. You're going off on your own. You may be changing your look in some sort of way. There's something here about a glow up of some kind. I'm noticing all these little sparkles, and I see that here, that like there's like these little balls of snow. They're red, just because it was a simple kind of coloring back then. We didn't have all the shades of Crayola. I don't know, but it was a more simple time, and the snow is red, but it's different. You know what I mean? It's got this kind of, you're going in a different direction than most are going. The arrow's going this way, you're going this way. And you're kind of going with the flow of your own true nature is another way I see the stag. Reindeer in this kind of context. There's something here, though, about whatever transformation that comes in because of some dissatisfaction with how long something has been taking to manifest for you. It's coming out as you're able to see the other side of the story. You might be faking it till you make it happy right now. I don't have a lot of really happy cards right here except for this one. And this says mourning on it. So there is something here about releasing, feeling your way through loss. But at the same time, she's all glamorified and like sparkles are falling on her. And this is ghost of the past here is watching her look at herself in the mirror. It's like her old past self is gone and this new person is emerging from the situation. The major changes that could be coming in for you could be happening from the time of Virgo to the time of Scorpio. So that's going to be in mid to late September to late October, early November. I see this kind of situation happening where you're done waiting. There's a big transformation or change coming in. Maybe get one more card to clarify the Lenormands. Just one more card to clarify the gentleman here. Stars. I don't typically read these cards in reverse, but I'm going to leave him in reverse. Another 7. 7 and 7. Stars is about connections, feeling connected to something bigger than yourself. It's kind of that flashy starlight kind of quality in a person. It's their true north. He carries the star within his lantern in the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite specifically. So, which a lot of decks have been based off of over the years. So there is something here about shining your light, letting yourself be vulnerable also, in a way of not being afraid to be yourself and let things fall away that don't need to come with you on your path or are holding you back in some sort of way. All right, pile 1, I like that. Okay. Put that over there. Pile 2, you chose Ursula. Gotta love you some Ursula. Gotta give her a bath because she was all dusty. Maybe you get in a bath because you feel all dusty. I feel like I got my nails done. I feel a lot less dusty now. All right. There we go. Let's see, what is up with pile 2? Competition in the workplace. I feel like there's a competitive situation in a workplace or career of some kind. This might be something where some sort of secrets, some sort of illusions are being kind of put upon a situation, causing conflict. Something changes or ends. So, I don't know, pile 2, if you are dealing with a workplace situation where there's a lot of competition and a lot of like fighting, backstabbing. I don't see backstabbing necessarily. I just think it's kind of very competitive and people kind of are secretive in some sort of way. If this is not having to do with a workplace scenario, this could be a family dynamic. I have here the 8 of Pentacles, which 8's about financial success. It's about mastery. It's about power. And there's a power struggle within a family dynamic having to do with the mother, or could be something changing or ending in a mother's life here. Something that's been challenging. Another 8 as well. So the struggle is over some sort of power exchange dynamic. There could be secrets being kept about something being changing or being over in some sort of way with this dynamic. If you work with family at all, the family business itself could be struggling, and there's been a secret about it ending of some kind having to do with that. I don't know if it's a good secret, a bad secret. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles usually is and I keep reading it as the 5 of Wands, like there's a fight. It's not the 5 of Wands, it's the 5 of Pentacles. So this is about loss of finances. A family business struggling financially, the secret comes out, and you know, the secret is ending, it's coming out in the open. If it's not your family, it's a workplace. And this workplace has some financial issues. They've been keeping secret. Though they might be ending, the secrets might be ending, so something coming out in the open, or the financial struggle might be ending. The moon is a card of nurturing. It's Cancer energy, right? We got that crustacean right there. It's very, that's why it rules the mother, right? It's very nurturing. And so if it isn't about struggling financially in terms of business, or in terms of a family business, or in terms of a family power struggle in some sort of way, someone fighting over somebody working too much or something, but there not being enough money. I mean, I feel like there could be something here about feeling emotionally isolated in some sort of way, or somebody has been keeping secret that they've been struggling financially. That could be a big thing. but they're always working in your family, so you don't necessarily understand. This could be have been kept from you. The Coffin card could be about a time of quiet as well. It's it's the peace card. It's the ending that resolves in whatever way direction that resolve goes. But it's, see the moon shining down, right? It's shining down on this coffin. So whatever, there's something being brought to the attention of somebody because an ending is happening. So this whole situation could be coming out because an ending happens and then somebody notices that somebody's been keeping a secret. This also could be somebody in your family or your circle being really good at something, but not knowing, they're struggling to get the help that they need in order to get the attention. They're like a secret master of something. There's something they haven't gotten out in the light yet. There's something here about this, the best kept secret about something. A talent with the Eight of Pentacles. Someone in your family could have a talent for helping others who struggle emotionally as well, who are, or physically, who are towards the end of their life in some sort of way. If they're a hospice nurse or something like that. If it isn't about any of those things, there is somebody here in your inner circle who isn't learning to master, or you are helping your family get in control and master their finances and their work life. And work-life balance, work-family balance also comes into mind here. The Five of Pentacles could be about that financial struggle, right? But someone's been secretly putting away money, because the coffin can also be a safe, because it's a box, a container of some kind, and it's a secret, so it could be a secret compartment of some kind that holds some sort of money that's been stashed away for a rainy day, or a day when finances are not so free-flowing, okay? Let's get some more clarity on this coffin to kind of let me know if I'm on the right track with the way I'm reading it. Clarity on the coffin card for pile 2, please. Progress. And a secret here. Okay. So someone in your family could have been keeping a secret about being pregnant as well. Because I have the stork and I have the moon. The moon is about motherhood as well, right? And then I have the Rider, which is the real, this is the underlying card I'm reading with it, but to get more clarity. But the Rider is the beginning of all things. We are in Rider season, right? We're in Aries season. This is the beginning of the Lenormand. It's the first card. It's where we start things, where we get our engines rolling. It's it can be about travel as well. So travel that is over. So there might be a trip that is made because of this situation, or going to see somebody because they're becoming a mother, or they're going through some kind of financial struggles because they're becoming a mother, or maybe there's a change that's significant. A secret comes out about something to do with motherhood, or that allows somebody, that changes the dynamic, and someone travels to see somebody. I still am not satisfied. Promotion as well. So this could be a job promotion of like being promoted, coming out of a time, and I don't typically like to read it like that because it's not an order, but there was some sort of loss here with the job where there was somebody was really good at something, but they lost their job, and so they've been out of work maybe, and they've been keeping it secret. Also, this can be about a car. I don't typically read the rider as a car. I usually like to read the ship as a car, but it's a car. A horse was a car back in the day. So a car could die as well. So be careful about that. This is also about travel. So a car could die. There could be also flight here. The stork is my flying card. This is a passport as well. With the book, also secret. A secret trip away, a getaway. And then we had that ring under there. So this could be about eloping. This could be about a secret commitment or promise that is made to somebody. If you had a family business in your family, you might be realizing that your mother has decided to close shop and maybe sell out the business. I don't have anything indicating the selling part, just a hunch. And that somebody is going to get a car, or something here is about to end and then somebody is receiving a car out of the situation. If this isn't your actual blood family, of course it could be your tribe, people that you're very close with, and their family. Yeah, somebody could have lost their job because they didn't have a car. They couldn't get to and from work anymore, but there's progress here that it's been, there's a commitment here about some sort of committed to traveling, to a trip, to going somewhere. A pact. If a secret does come out about something, somebody could already have prior commitments to something that you weren't aware of. All right, pile two. I mean, if it's not having to do with the mother, it could be something about feeling disconnected from everything around you, not feeling like you're being heard, not feeling like you're being seen. And there's something here that comes in that guides you. Because the moon is about guiding to ending something and beginning something new that ends up being more your thing. There's a promotion here. There's an ascension here of some kind. Definitely could be traveling. If you have coworkers and you've left, maybe you left a certain situation, you might feel like an outsider now, like you don't, you know, you're missing those relationships of some kind. Secretly, this has ended and you've moved away or moved on from a certain situation. There is progress here with something else you've been working on. There's something here about a secret commitment to progression. This is your glow up in private, okay? Pile 2. And money is coming from it because I got the fish below that. So that's really good. It's a really good pile. All right. We're moving on now. If I can just put these there. We're moving on to the pile that chose this extract of angry cat. Potion bottle. All right, pile 3. Lots of 9s and 3s. And 1 5. Okay. Personal journey, pile 3. Definitely a personal journey. The path that is not walked by many. And if it is, it's kind of like you're looking towards that light at the end of the tunnel. You're trying to find your way down this unfamiliar territory. Maybe it's a new venture you're on. It could be school. Or any kind of, I want to say like anything that you have to practice something or work at something. You're going towards a goal of some kind. And it's a higher calling type situation, or you felt it has been a higher calling, and then you have like this place where you can meet up with other people who are also involved in this situation, and you can, you know, 9 is about completions, right? We're almost at the end of a road, a path. We're about to begin anew again. And so this could be about graduation. This can be about any number of things, of meeting some sort of milestone in your life. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You have help in this situation. You're not alone. You might feel a little dependent upon others for finances at this time. If this is an institution that you are needing to borrow money from, it could be anything to do with not feeling like you can do it all on your own, feeling like you're struggling to build something that's solid enough for you to sustain things, okay? You might be seeking guidance from this institution of some kind, or you might be struggling with this in some sort of way. I don't think that it's necessarily the worst reading, though, because I have this bouquet at the end, which is about a gift. It's about a blessing. It's about things turning up flowers, turning up roses for you in some sort of way. The Queen of Spades. I would think that this would be. So she's also, I'll read it this way. She kind of, I read the Queen of Spades like the Queen of Swords. Not in the Lenormand necessarily, traditionally, but she's the one that's always got that, either the sword or the scissors or something to cut with. She's the one that discerns, okay? She chooses. And someone is being, there was a competition for something, and someone is being chosen to be gifted with something. This is also about your talents. So, competing in something. This reminds me of a stage. I was going to say it earlier. I did not. It reminds me of a stage and like someone going out on a stage, and there's a light here above her, and it looks like a set, you know? And this also can be about practicing, or it can be about that kind of Leo kind of energy of practicing your lines, because they're practicing fighting, right? They're not actually fighting. This is a play. Although it is competitive in nature, and it can be about struggling with something or fighting with somebody. Take it in context. In this sort of situation, I don't see that. I see that this cannot be done by yourself. This is done with a group of people. This could be a theater group of some kind. And everyone has their part to play, so it can't be it's a team effort. And what do you get at the end of accomplishing something, like putting together a production of some kind like this? You get flowers, you get recognition, you get for your talents. So I feel like there's something here that might have been a struggle for a bit, or has been a lot of effort that has been put into it, a team effort. Maybe you didn't tell everybody about this because there's something secretive here, secret trail. This could be a runway as well, if you're a model of some kind, but it's a production. It's a fashion show that's put on. There's a play that's written and put out. There's anything where you're showing your talents with others showing their talents in a setting where there's seats, or there's a theater of some kind, or a leveling up within a group, but needing the rest of them to kind of make it all happen, to complete a project of some kind. Maybe there was some struggle with people's different opinions about how to do things, but in the end it comes out beautifully. Oh, that's a good one. All right. There's definitely communication involved in this. There could be a musical, singing, talents, any kind of verbal communication with the birds, but singing talent, as music talents. This could be somebody who actually plays instruments here, who does their own shows, live shows, musically. Can I get one more card for the Lenormand here? Clarity on the birds and the flowers here, the bouquet. Two more. Give me 1 second. Somebody has been trying out for some sort of production of some kind. They're going to, what do they call it? What is the word? Callings. Cast callings? Something like that. And there's this discernment, this cutting away, right? Somebody could choose you or they could get rid of you. Somebody's getting a lot of fast progress for their work, the hard work that they put into something. It's like a fire lit under your butt to move up in some sort of way. It does end on the scythe. But then I'm just going to do it this way. There's a lot of flying here. It's going to also be about being watched with the birds. So there's also people watching talents here. A path that is... This could have been a new venture for you or some sudden choice that you've made. Like your life changes drastically. There's like progress that happens or comes in very quickly from a choice that you made to do things, to sing, to do this casting call, to put yourself out there in some sort of way. So somebody could be getting some serious recognition. You might have struggled to be seen for your talents in the past, and not anymore. There's something coming in here about you actually getting some attention. Some progress is made in terms of your skills and your talents with some sort of verbal communication. It could be writing, it could be speaking, even debating politics, anything that you're putting yourself out there, and there's debates, banter, dialogue, back and forth. This is also about beauty and yeah. The water rippling here is really calling to me for some reason. I never really noticed that. It's like a vortex. It's like you're stepping into this new timeline. There's a lot about paths. So going down a path that is meant for you in some sort of way. I don't have the Wheel of Fortune here, but I feel like it's a fated kind of thing based on fated decisions that you've made. Very interesting. Yeah, Sophia, I'm almost done. So, you saying hi? Yeah, you're saying hi. Alright, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. This one was a good one. I'll catch you next time.